We're here today at the Harlem Book Fair, and we're so excited to be here. Come upstairs with us. So my question for you were, what were some obstacles you had to overcome to tell this story, right? Because sometimes when we know that sometimes there's a stereotype that black people don't do enjoyment reading. So how do you then break these obstacles and stereotypes for others to find value in our history and our story?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I mean, the obstacles I would say just have to do with people realizing that you are a writer and you're an author, and maybe that they don't think that black males or just we don't have that resource or the intelligence to write books because there's a process. I mean, you have to draft, you have to write a manuscript, you've got to write chapter samples. I mean, there's steps. You don't just wake up and say, okay, here's a book. So the fact that black men and people of color in general are putting books out there. I mean, just like white people. I mean, there's no difference. I mean, but it is tougher for black authors because we don't have, unless you're self-publishing or you go through a black publisher, it's hard to get published, or you get overlooked, or your book or your manuscript never gets read. So those obstacles, I think, is just grinding, not taking no, because when you're publishing or you're trying to get a book published, you could have 25 no's. You just need one yes. You just need one publisher to publish your book. Then you're going to be published. So I would just say keep grinding, believe in yourself, believe in your writing, believe in the story that you're telling.
And this story that you wanted to tell, it was inspiring for you. Can you tell us reasons why?
Yeah, well, we're from Canton, Ohio. I'm from Canton, and we actually did a film on Marion Motley, a PBS documentary, and we won a regional Emmy for Best Historical Documentary. And so we just wanted to tell a story about a man who he broke the color barrier. And if it wasn't for Marion Motley, like I said before, Jackie Robinson wouldn't have happened. Matter of fact, Keyshawn Johnson wrote a book. It's called The Forgotten Four. And it came out last year, and it's about the four guys who broke the color barrier in pro sports. Because Keyshawn talked about, had it not been for those guys, there's no telling, how long it would have taken for all those other guys to become professional athletes.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us, because not only are you an author, but you're also telling Black history. So may you please let them know where they can find your book?
Yes, you could go to Amazon.com or Barnes & Noble or my website, DavidLeeMorganJr.com. That's my author name, DavidLeeMorganJr.com.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.